As we all know, we don't get business if we don't have credibility. And credibility is another one of those slippery, elusive things. Let me walk you through this one, because it says, when we talk about credibility, there are 4 different things. I'm going to use Rossio again as a hypothetical example. Consistency means, does Rossio do over time the thing that she says she's going to do? That's consistency. Commitment means when the shit hits the fan and things get messy, does Rossio hang in there, fix problems, instead of just caving in and giving up? Competence, you see how we keep getting back to this. This is shown up several times. Amy Cuddy talks about it. The trust model talked about it. Are you competent in the things that you're supposed to know? And what I want to add to it is your competence current? I see folks all the time where they stopped learning 3 or 4 years ago, and you can hear it as people talk about stuff. So in a fast-changing world, competence needs to be current. And concern, you see, it takes us back to benevolence, shows a genuine concern for others. So high credibility folks are strong in all of these areas. The beautiful part is, if you look at this, if you feel like you're lacking in one, again, you can immediately think about what can I do to enhance my credibility. What I also find compelling about this framework is when we meet somebody for the first time, we haven't had a chance to demonstrate consistency, right? Because they're meeting us for the first time. We haven't had a chance to demonstrate commitment. So it takes us back to Amy Cuddy, right? We're primarily showing credibility through competence and concern. And the possibility could be that you show up with what I call borrowed consistency or borrowed commitment. And the way some of us use borrowed consistency is we have fancy testimonials on the website, right? That said, Rossio did everything she said she was going to do, right? That's borrowed consistency, because we don't know you yet, and so on. Because this is primary night, let's do a little credibility check on Hillary Clinton, shall we? And let's walk through this one together, and feel free to disagree with me. So let me start with consistency. Do you believe that Hillary Clinton has demonstrated consistency in the things that she's done in her professional life?
No. Yes.
I hear no, I hear yes. Anybody else to shout out? And I'd say a no, kind of, sort of, yes or no, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Notice consistency doesn't necessarily talk about how well she's done it, but it means she's stood by her word, she's done things, she's done by. My instinct would be, and this is not a political statement, my reading of it would be that she has been consistent over time. Notice this is not about whether you like her or not. None of this is about whether you like Hillary Clinton.
What about being consistently inconsistent?
Consistently what?
What about being consistently inconsistent? That's consistency as well.
Well, again, it's a provocative question, and that will take us down a whole conversation with us this evening. So you're allowed to figure that one out for yourself. But I'm going there because it's election. It's primary night tonight, and our leaders and everyone in this room, we're assessed on this stuff all the time. Nobody really says it, but this is part of the unspoken conversation. Commitment. Do you believe that Hillary Clinton hangs in there when the going gets tough?
Yes.
Okay. Notice, it's not whether you like her or not. I'm not having the likability conversation. Do you believe that Hillary Clinton is competent, meaning she is good at the things she's supposed to be good at as a person running for president?
Yes.
That was the strongest response. Do you believe that Hillary Clinton has a genuine concern for the welfare of other people?
Yes.
Good, we don't have to reconcile that, so it's fine. But notice, this is And I don't have the time, it would be interesting to do this on Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, right? But we're moving on from that one. But it's, for example, for those of you who believe that Hillary Clinton doesn't show genuine concern for others, then the question is, with somebody with her history, can she rectify that perception? And we rectify it by creating new evidence and new behavior. I'm using Hillary Clinton, but I'm talking about all of us, right? Especially as entrepreneurs, you know, one of the things people have always said is, gee, Bruna has a kick-ass website, and she's very charming in person, but is she really a credible person for us to hire? So whether it's somebody articulates it or not, this is the conversation that goes on inside, right? The other thing I've done this with, I've done a lot of work with biotech and pharma companies. They sometimes look at this slide and they're related to their brand. Like, does your brand have credibility? And especially in that industry, where certain products have certain life cycles, you know, it's very often quickly clear that they tend to fall apart on, you would think, concern but no incompetence. Like, if a product nears the end of a life cycle, other products are coming in, the product seems old, in quotation marks. So that's another thing for you to look at. An example from my own business, I just had a leadership retreat where there are 9 of us, and I want what we do to be seen in a certain way. And I have an associate who, he's very good at what he does, but he loves to reference work that is 25, 30 years old. And I said, that's really cool work, but when you work for influence, my firm, you can acknowledge that in this sentence, but if you're going to do a deep dive, talk about work that's happened in the last 5 years. Because I want to be perceived as a newer brand. And the context is, yes, somebody did that 30 years ago, that was really cool work, but that's not the context that supports the credibility I want to create for us. You know, so these are real conversations we have about perception of what we do.